Alexa, trigger LED on.
Sending that to IFAT.
Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to connect Alexa with a light bulb.
Alexa, how are you?
I'm doing great. Doling out some words of wisdom for people seeking my advice.
Let's see what are the things needed to make it. A Node MCU board, a relay, a bulb holder, a Arduino IDE, a Blynk library, Blynk app, IFTTT app. There are three main parts of work there to do. A hardware part, a mobile app part, a software. At first, let's see the mobile app part. In mobile app part, we are going to sign in Blynk app. Let us open the Blynk app and log in it with our Facebook ID. Let us make our first project and name it as bulb control, and we are going to select our board. We are using Node MCU board. Please select that one. Then we are going to connect the Node MCU board with the internet through Wi-Fi. Then create a one. The auth code will be sent to your email ID which is connected with your Facebook ID. Then make a button and we are going to name it as bulb and select the pin which you are connected to the relay in the board and make sure if the pin is 0 to 1 and make it as a switch. Let us see the software part for this project. Before seeing the software part, we need the auth code. We are going to get the auth code from my email ID which is sent from my Blynk and copy it to a notepad and make sure save it. Let us open our Arduino IDE and then go to sketch and go to include library and select the manage library and search for Blynk library. If the Blynk library is found, I had already installed the Blynk library, so I don't have to install it again. If you are not installed, please install it because Blynk app is only work with Blynk library. Then go to the board and select the board manager and select and type 8266, which is the board name. The Node MCU is not to come with its own board because it is not Arduino board. Then um, go to the examples which is on the file and in the examples select Blynk which is in the down below and in the Blynk select that Wi-Fi boards. In the Wi-Fi boards we can find that Node MCU board, that select that. The example of Node MCU board with Blynk will be shown away, and then go to the tools and make sure the board the board you are connected is Node MCU and we are using Node MCU 1.0 version and change your auth code in the auth code section of the code and your SSID which is your Wi-Fi name and the password of your Wi-Fi. When you change it, it becomes the board is directly connected to your Wi-Fi. I had the auth code in my notepad and I copied it and pasted it to my code as shown below. Let's see the hardware part of this project. The hardware part starts from placing the Wi-Fi board on the breadboard and connecting it with relay. In my case, I use 12 volt relay, so I have to give the external power supply for it. I have connected two 9 volt batteries with 9 volt batteries in series to make it 12 volt, and then I connected the bulb with it. Update the code to it. Check. We are going to check it with Blynk. Let's see the mobile app part for IFTTT app. Before starting with IFTTT app, we need the URL code to connect with IFTTT app. The URL code is given below in the description. In the URL code, you have to change the auth code with your auth code given by the Blynk app and pin number to the pin you connected to the your board. Let's start with IFTTT app. After logging in to the IFTTT app, go to the section New Applets and select plus symbol and select the applet which you are going to trigger it. I am clicking the Alexa app and select specific phrases to make it. In my case, I use the LED on as a phrase to switch on it. You have to make the trigger cells to it. For that, I am going to use webhooks as a uh, server call link. Webhook actually make a web request to the Blynk cloud and make your app works. URL section, copy the URL which you are already written in the notepad and paste it to the URL section. And copy the copy the auth code given by the Blynk library and may copy it on the URL code and uh, type the pin number to the URL code. I am using D1 as a node MCU pin, but for the node MCU you have to the equivalent pin in Arduino is D5, so I am giving it. Please check it in the internet which is a similarity between the Arduino and node MCU board, and select the put method and select the application JSON. Then in body may select the 1, because if it sends 1 to the board, it will switch on the light. If it sends 0 to the board, and it will switch off the light. Repeat the process, make the light off. So I'm going to repeat it and change the trigger word as LED off and going to send the trigger value as 0. Let us check it with IFTTT app.
Alexa, trigger LED on.
Sending that to Ivat.
Alexa, trigger LED off.
Please subscribe our
Sending that
channel
to
and like
Ivat.
our video.